Hello, my name's Vicky Wushay. You are probably the proud parent of one or more young people at university. You're probably also the terrified parent of how much this is costing you. You might even, if you're really lucky, be a parent terrified waiting for your young people to go to university. Whatever position you're in, it's those university fees, that dreaded debt that your young person is going to be accruing over the next 3 or so years, that is a worry. Absolutely. One of my daughters went to university, and worrying about the level of debt that she was getting herself into was something that crossed my mind. But it didn't cause me to stay awake at night. It hasn't caused her to stay awake at night, because we're in a position where we've already invested in property. And so we have income that is coming from another source other than our own wages to enable family members to sort of benefit from that. So think about this for a minute. Do you remember your parents or even your grandparents telling you that your home is an asset? Do you remember having this conversation maybe when you were a lot younger, where you were told to go out, get a job, and once you've got a job you can get a mortgage and you can buy your own home, and once you've bought your own home, that's it, you're sorted, because your home is an asset. You'll be the king of your own castle. Well, I'm sorry to tell you that's absolute rubbish. The definition of an asset is something that puts value into your life, something that either generates income through revenue or through capital growth. Your home, your residential home, is absolutely a liability. In the early stages you're going to have a mortgage on it. That mortgage is a debt. You have to pay that debt because you live in the house. Even when you clear the mortgage, your house is still a liability because you have to pay the gas, the electric, the water rates, the council. You've got to redecorate it and pay for insurance. So it's always going to be costing you money, even when you've cleared the mortgage off. Well, what if you're one of those lucky families at the moment whose houses rose in value alongside the fact that you were paying down your mortgage, and you've got quite a bit of equity stored in the residential home? You're going to need financial advice on this. I'm not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. I just want to give you an idea that you can start to pursue, that you can start to research and explore, and get in touch if you want to know more from us. If you were to release some of the equity, some of the profit in your house through a remortgage, and then use that money to invest in property, you could start now, before the prices start to rocket, because all the media is saying house prices are going to go up dramatically over the next 5 years. Who knows whether they'll be true or not, and obviously there'll be different places in the country where it will be more true than for others. But property prices are always going to go up. We live on an island, we're not building enough houses, and we have too many people. So property is a fantastic asset class to invest in. Instead of pursuing paying off your residential mortgage, why not look at how you could create a strategy where you could invest in property now, generate income that can support your family. It might be to pay the university fees for your young person. It might be to just make your lives more comfortable. And then create a property portfolio that can stay in the family for generations to come. Last year, in fact actually it's more than that now, in November 2012, I published my 3rd book called Property for the Next Generation, Preparing Your Family for a Wealthy Future. You can get the book on Amazon. It's a proper book and it's a Kindle. And in that book I talked about key lessons that we need to understand, falsehoods if you like, that we've been taught for generations. Your house is not an asset. You do not have to live where you own. Our young people, our children, are not going to think about property in the same way we do. They either have the thumbs that mean that they can do things, or if they're really young, they have the finger that does this. They're going to be running their businesses from a beach in Bali. They're not going to be strapped to a desk and have a career, the same company for 20 years. It's not like that, the world of business anymore, and you know that. So if that's going to be their lives are going to be so different. Why would their property requirements be the same? Why is you working your entire life to clear the mortgage on a family home that you're going to bequeath to your children, your siblings and beyond once you pass on, a good idea, because the first thing they're going to do is sell the house. Why not invest and create a property portfolio that generates more money for the family now and can be held and passed down to generations beyond, making your family more wealthy than your family has ever been? If you'd like to know more, read the ways that you can get in touch on the website, send emails, maybe buy the book if you want to read more before you get in touch. That's absolutely fine. Watch the videos and follow through, and I look forward to hearing from you when you're ready to start investing in property. My name's Vicky Wooshea, and wishing you all the best.